Welcome to Comfort Habit number 2. My name is James Williams Jr. So, I had to delete an intro video because I spoke up the person that I was mentioning. So let's try this again, shall we? So, once upon a time, there was a guy who met a woman who he gave 2 children to, and they were living happily ever after. And then certain things happened that destroyed the marriage. But out of that marriage, 2 children would be cursed with a problem for an indefinite amount of time. Those 2 children was our older sister and myself. Now our older sister, she doesn't have the courage to tell all of you to kiss her ass. But I am tired of reaching fuck it and have decided to tell you all that you can kiss mine because I'm done. So let me rewind. Let me go back to the beginning. See, in the beginning, you didn't think I was going to go there, right? But in the beginning, there was a husband and there was a wife. And sadly, there was a wife who was not afraid of dick. The marriage ended, and not being afraid of dick spawned more children. But instead of the mother doing what was right and using birth control or condoms or anything under the sun that would prevent extra people from being born that you can't take care of, she decided to keep having them. And whose back did she bend and break? She broke her 2 first children's backs and broke their spirits and their souls. And why did she do that? Because she could. Because she didn't give a damn about what's right versus doing what they want to do. Alright? So, a few years go by. Kids are getting grown. They're living in the projects. The older brother beats up boys for fun because his uncles decided that he was going to be a fighter and he never got the option of not fighting because it was fight the neighborhood kids or fight the uncles who were gigantic versus the neighborhood kids who were gigantic. One way or another, everybody was bigger than him and he would have to fight. So then he learned Kung Fu. Well, freestyle karate. There were no katas. There was only a bow staff. Here's how you hit. Here's where you hit. Then there was nunchucks. But by the time he was 10, the dojo shut down. He had been bit by a horse. He missed a summer or two with his father. And he became really good at fighting. That little asshole was me. Oh, it gets better. So, he learned how to fight by gangsters in the block who taught him how to knock on people's doors and knock their ass dead in the damn doorway. Because that's what he was taught to do when he thought that he couldn't beat anybody. See, I'm owning my shit. Sorry to Bobby, one of my victims. He was in a gang for 3 days. That's right, I was in a gang for 3 days. I had to do an initiation. I broke the law. I never got caught. That is a confession. I learned really quickly from one of my siblings' fathers that was not the thing for me to do. Stop being in a gang. Never broke the law again. Didn't want to go to jail. And all my friends that were younger than me were going to juvie. I focused on Kung Fu. It saved my life. It stopped me from being a gangster. It stopped me from breaking the law. It stopped me from doing a lot of things. And sadly, it stopped me from doing what I wanted to do because there was no weight class. No one would take me to tournaments. I couldn't enter tournaments. I had absolutely positively no luck. It's like a useless talent. But it became my life because it was all I had. Oh, I could draw a little bit. But then my siblings came into the world. And sadly, it's my fault because I kept asking for a brother. But I didn't think that when a parent has siblings for their children, that they would make their children give up their life to watch them. And that's what happened. Every last one of you that was born under me has been taken care of by me and our older sibling. And not one time in y'all 40 plus years of life have y'all came to us and said, we're sorry. What did y'all want to do with y'all lives? Because we know that you didn't really want to take care of us. But then they started getting pregnant. Like, for no apparent reason. Let's just get pregnant. fuck it, we're gonna get pregnant. We're gonna have a big dick and a little lick, and we're gonna get pregnant. We're gonna keep getting pregnant by these thug niggers. They don't want jobs, they don't have futures, and they just want to smoke weed. And then their children want to smoke weed. The children that you had with these weed smoking thug fucking motherfuckers, they don't want to do nothing with their life. And in turn, our dear elder sister and myself get fucked out of our lives. And at one time, in the time that y'all have been pregnant, have y'all thought, well, maybe James would like to have a child or two. Maybe our older sister would like to have a child or two. But they can't because we keep having them and we keep dropping them off at your doorstep. And not only are we having children, but we're having children with people who don't want nothing to do with us. But instead of us using our brains or condoms, we just keep taking that big dick in a lick and popping out babies. And we're proud of that. And we're proud that we've robbed you, James, and you, our older sibling, of your lives and your possible futures and what you could have had because we're too stupid to realize that we should not have done that. Well, the good news is I've never held the kids responsible. The bad news is I do hold our mother and all of you ass fucks responsible. Having one happy accident? Okay. But you can't learn from that because all of you with vaginas have watched our mothers struggle with no good men, all of our fathers included, and y'all decide, hey, I got a pussy. I'm just gonna have a baby. And I'm gonna keep having babies because our older sister and our oldest brother are going to take care of them because our mother's going to make that happen. But our older brother and our older sister, they don't get to do what they want with their lives. They don't get to go out and get the jobs they want. They don't get to live the dreams that they had because we can't keep our legs closed. And we have decided, amongst all else and against all odds, that our older siblings don't deserve it. So every time we get pregnant, we're going to cry to mom. And what's mom going to do? Oh, she's going to make our big brother not take great jobs that he could have had so he could work and have a career and have an apartment of his own and have him be a 46-year-old bum living at home taking care of babies that we created because we weren't woman enough to say no to a big dick and a good lick. Now, let me bring it down to reality. Our youngest sibling got married. So everybody has a little tusk of jealousy towards her, and they are mad that her husband does his job with their children. Now, the new baby does his job with his two children. But the children before that, in their 20s, their daddies didn't do shit. And Uncle James didn't get to go out and do the jobs he wanted to do because he had to take care of them, but he couldn't live in the house. He had to spend 6 years with our psychotic uncle, eating spam and eggs and getting fired on his day off. But nobody came to him and said, we're sorry that you have to work 3 jobs, go to school, and come to a house that you can't live in, and take care of kids while the parents are outside smoking illegal paraphernalia. But we're not worried about you, James. We don't care if you can break the 4th wall. We don't care if you live in the Matrix. What we do care about is that your old ass gets nothing. And we're going to make damn sure of that because we're going to keep having these happy little accidents. And then on top of that, we're going to cry to our mom. And we know that you know that we know that you know that she does not love you enough to take it out on the people who actually have the children and make them grow up and do their job. No, we're going to bitch, cry, and moan, and you're going to do our job for us because you're going to be her little bitch. For 46 years, you have been her bitch. That's right, you're our mother's bitch. And then one day, I had love. But the family didn't like Happy James. They didn't want Happy James. And they did everything they could to make Happy James go away. They didn't fight to help his relationship last. But they were happy because Happy James was gone. And it was back to watching babies. But no, Happy James pulled the fast one. He joined the army. And he went away for 5 months. Got his hip fracked up. Among other things, Happy James came back an evil, bitter, psychotic man. who's making this video right now. And Happy James is reaching out to you to tell all of you that Happy James is done playing nice. He's done taking kids to school in the morning when their daddy's not in jail and he could get off his ass and rearrange his schedule to take care of his children. He's done getting up every day to walk a dog that a grown-ass man has who don't stay here, which is the second dog that this grown-ass man refuses to take care of, and had to get up at 2:30 this morning to take the dog out to take a dog shit. James is no longer going to be Mr. Nice Guy, and this smile on my face is the only thing that's keeping me from punching you in yours. Because I'm going to liberate myself. I'm going to make a few life changes. And the first life change is to all of you. That's the first life change right there. I'm not a daddy. And because of you, I will never be able to give your children cousins. Because I'm 46 and time has shot me by. Any chance I had with a relationship with someone has gone. And y'all don't give a damn. So I'm not going to keep giving a damn about you and your problems and your happy accidents and your fucking responsibilities in which you all constantly shrek. You seem to think that it's kind of funny that your big brother has nothing. You seem to think that it's kind of funny that when your big brother's father died, it was okay for y'all to cry, bitch, and moan, and for him seeking love from his mother who's never loved him, to sucker him into giving money to people for cars that they no longer have, helping them get jobs, giving them money that they could get off their ass and get, because he did the one thing that his father told him not to do, which was give the money to people. No, he had a heart, and he was stupid a few times with getting catfished. I own that. But giving money to people who's had it better than me from the jump, yeah, that's really not my fault. See, in the second video, I will touch on why I was so stupid. In fact, I'm going to make an anthology of maybe 5 videos about this crap. Because none of you are listening to me anyway, and no one gives a damn. So, stay tuned for the second video. Peace in.